In the bustling halls of Rizal High, where lockers slammed and sneakers squeaked, a crisis was brewing. The annual spring showcase, the biggest event of the year, was in chaos. The student council had dropped the ball. Posters weren't printed, the sound system was glitchy, and nobody knew if the guest speaker, the legendary science teacher, Ms. Cruz, had even confirmed her attendance. With only 2 days left, the principal, Ms. Carter, was desperate. The showcase wasn't just a talent show. It was a chance for the school to shine in front of the whole town. Ms. Carter called an emergency meeting in her office. The room was packed with student council members, all fidgeting nervously. "We need someone to get a message to Ms. Cruz," she said, her voice sharp. "She's off-grid, visiting her sister in the next town over, and her phone's been off for days. We need her to confirm she'll speak at the showcase, and we need her speech outline by tomorrow night. Who's going to make this happen?" The room went silent. Jake, the council president, shrugged. "I mean, I could try emailing her, but she never checks it." Sarah, the treasurer, piped up, "Can't we just get another speaker?" "It's like 20 miles to her sister's place." Others nodded, muttering excuses about homework, practice, or how they didn't even know where to start. Then, in the back, Jasmine raised her hand. She was a quiet sophomore, not a council member, just someone who'd been roped into helping with decorations. "I'll do it," she said simply. Ms. Carter blinked. "You sure, Jasmine?" "It's not an easy task. We don't have an address, just a vague idea she's staying with her sister in Oakville. And we need that outline fast." "I'll figure it out," Jasmine said, grabbing her backpack. No one else volunteered, so Ms. Carter handed Jasmine a sealed envelope with the showcase details and a note from Ms. Cruz. "Good luck," she said, looking skeptical. Jasmine didn't waste time. She hopped on her bike after school and pedaled to the library, reminded of the Bible verse from Proverbs 16:3. "Commit your actions to the Lord and your plans will succeed." It gave her confidence to press forward. She knew Ms. Cruz's sister ran a small bookstore in Oakville, so she searched online for Oakville Bookstore and found a name, Cruz's Pages. No address listed, but a grainy photo showed a storefront with a red awning. That was enough. Jasmine checked a map, memorized the route, and biked the 20 miles to Oakville, her legs burning as dark clouds gathered overhead. Halfway there, the sky cracked open and a torrential downpour hit. Rain pelted Jasmine's face, soaking her clothes and turning the road into a slick, muddy mess. Her bike skidded on a sharp turn, and the front tire popped with a loud hiss. Stranded on a quiet stretch of road, with no houses or shops in sight, Jasmine's heart sank. The envelope was still safe in her waterproof backpack, but time was slipping away, and the storm wasn't letting up. She could turn back, but that would mean failing the school. Jasmine took a deep breath, thinking of the task ahead. She propped her bike against a tree, tightened her backpack, and started jogging through the rain toward Oakville, her sneakers squelching in the mud. The cold bit at her, but she pushed on, determined to find Ms. Cruz. Oakville was small but confusing, with winding roads and no clear signs. Soaked to the bone, Jasmine asked a barista at a coffee shop if she knew Cruz's Pages. "Oh, that's on Elm Street, I think," the barista said, pointing vaguely. Jasmine thanked her and kept going, weaving through side streets until she spotted a red awning. Sure enough, it was the bookstore. She stumbled in, dripping wet but determined. The woman behind the counter, who looked a lot like Ms. Cruz, raised an eyebrow. "Can I help you?" "I'm looking for Ms. Cruz, the teacher, not the bookstore owner," Jasmine said, catching her breath. "I have a message from Rizal High." The woman smiled. "I'm her sister, Elena. My sister's out back sorting books. You came all this way, in this storm?" Jasmine nodded and handed over the envelope when Ms. Cruz appeared. The teacher read the note, her face lighting up. "The showcase. I'd almost forgotten. Tell Ms. Carter I'm in. I'll email the speech outline tonight." Jasmine grinned, relief washing over her despite the chill. She'd done it. Ms. Cruz offered her a ride back. Jasmine nodded gratefully. "My bike's got a flat tire," she explained. "I left it against a tree on Route 17, about 5 miles back, near the old oak with the split trunk." Elena handed her a towel and a hot cocoa, and Ms. Cruz grabbed her car keys. They drove to the spot Jasmine described, loaded the bike into the trunk, and dropped her off at home. Jasmine thanked them, feeling a wave of gratitude for their kindness. Inspired by Jasmine's determination, the student council snapped into action the next morning. Jake, motivated by Jasmine's example, rallied a group of volunteers to tackle the unprinted posters. They found the digital poster files on the school computer, but the printer in the art room was jammed. Sarah, the treasurer, called a local print shop, negotiating a rush order to have 50 vibrant posters printed by the end of the day. Meanwhile, the sound system's glitches, crackling speakers, and a faulty microphone were addressed by Carlos, a tech-savvy junior from the AV club. He spent hours rewiring the system, replacing a broken cable and testing the setup until the audio was crystal clear. By the next day, Ms. Cruz's outline arrived in Ms. Carter's inbox. The posters were plastered across town, and the sound system hummed perfectly. The showcase went off without a hitch. The auditorium was packed, Ms. Cruz's speech about chasing dreams inspired everyone, and the town raved about Rizal High's talent. At the after-party, Ms. Carter pulled Jasmine aside. "You saved us, Jasmine. Nobody else stepped up. How'd you do it?" Jasmine shrugged. "I just did what needed doing." From then on, the school knew Jasmine as the kid who got things done. No excuses, no complaints, just action. Moral lesson. Jasmine's story teaches us the power of taking initiative, just as the Bible reminds us in Colossians 3:23. Work willingly at whatever you do, as though you are working for the Lord rather than for people. When others hesitated or made excuses, Jasmine stepped up, tackled the challenge, and got the job done without needing step-by-step instructions. This reflects the wisdom of Proverbs 16:3. Commit your actions to the Lord, and your plans will succeed. By dedicating her efforts to a higher purpose and pushing through obstacles like the storm and a flat tire, Jasmine found the strength to succeed. Her actions inspired others to solve the poster and sound system problems, showing that one person's initiative can spark a chain reaction of effort. By taking ownership of the task, Jasmine not only saved the showcase, but also earned the trust and respect of her school. The lesson is clear. When you see a need, don't wait for permission or perfect conditions. Commit your actions to a greater purpose, work with all your heart, and make things happen.